Hello everyone, it's Man, and your coach of the Montello Crobats, and welcome back to the NBA. Last time, we went against Sandy Simmies and their Malfour Mayhems, and swept them with a Charizard, and finished them off with a Crobat. And now this time, we are going against LunarSly, the coach of the Midnight Lycanrocs, whose Pokemon are Dragapult, Masquerada, Empoleon, Smeargle, Florges, Mega Camera, Pavilion, and Throw. We banned Dragapult, and in return, they banned our dragon. We cannot use Mega Charizard X, so this might be a more challenging battle for us to do because we don't have him. Oh well, let's just see what we are bringing anyway. So I'm bringing Avalugg with Earthquake, Recover, Protect, Toxic, Azumarill with Liquidation, Aqua Jet, Superpower, and Ice Spinner, Gastrodon with Earth Power, Ice Beam, Recover, Toxic, Crobat with Brave Bird, U-Turn, Super Fang, and Pursuit, Grapplock with Ice Punch, Liquidation, and Close Combat, and Sucker Punch, Reverum with High Horsepower, Poison Jab, Shift Gear, and Iron Head. Actually, wait, there's one little slight change I forgot to make here. I need Filter. And that's the only changes I am making. But otherwise, yeah, everybody else is pretty good. What I'm hoping for is more of a defensive play that will at least stop our opponent from using a toxic strat or even just using water and grass moves on some of the Pokemon that I have. So, I'll be right back when the battle starts. Okay, so let's see what they brought. They brought both the Masquerada and the Empoleon, and they also brought Pavilion. Okay, so here's what I think they're going to do. They're going to try to either bring in Florges or Pavilion first and try to go for either a Sleep strat or a Poison strat. So, if we throw out Reverum first, only one of those strats is going to work. They will be forced to switch out, and if they switch out, it would probably be the Camera Up, who might have Earthquake. But otherwise, I think I gotta remember Florges is just a pure fairy type, and not a grass type, so I gotta be careful of that. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for them to just pick their first Pokemon. There is a sleep clause, so if I do have a Pokemon I would rather have go to sleep, it would probably be the Avalugg. So the problem is this: the moment I switch out, that Pavilion's gonna get a stat boost. And that's probably what's gonna kill me if I don't switch quick enough. Just waiting for them to pick the first Pokemon. I will cut to a point when they pick their first Pokemon. There we go. And they picked Camera Up. Okay, so here's what I want to take a guess that they'll try to do. They're going to first try to go for Mega Evolution and then go for Earthquake. So let's just switch to Crobat right away. There is no way I'm falling for a turn 1 Earthquake. Then afterwards, yeah, Crobat should be faster. Will U-turn into Gastrodon to basically dodge the rocks. And if I'm correct, that thing will probably have Energy Ball. If it has Energy Ball, we'll switch to Azumarill, and you have Sap Sipper. Take that then. Yeah, I already just basically announced my first 4 turns. Now, of course, I'm just waiting for Sly here to basically think of a move. It could be any move. Yeah, I'll cut to when he decides to make a move. Okay, finally. Yep, there was the Earth Power, and oh, it's Earth Power. Okay, so this is where we use U-turn. And essentially we should be able to dodge a rock slide if that camera up has it. I don't think camera up will have it. But if I can go for U-turn and then switch to Gastrodon next, I won't have to worry about Earth Power, and then essentially I can either A, throw a Toxic at it, or B, switch to Azumarill. But knowing that it does have Earth Power, it does become a different kind of game there where, do I really want Gastrodon on the field? If it does somehow sack off one Pokemon, I can still switch off to Grapple Lock and see if I can take out that. The only thing I would have to worry about is probably the Florges. Okay, so U-turn, and we're going basically U-turn into Gastrodon now. There's the Stealth Rock. And what are the chances you try to use Energy Ball on me now? Because if you don't use Energy Ball on me, I could easily come in with my own Earth Power. Yeah, I'm going to say that you have Energy Ball on that thing and switch to Azumarill now. But right now, let's see here. You have Earth Power and Stealth Rock. But right now, what I'm hoping for is that the Camerupt uses an Energy Ball move, hits the Azumarill, and then I can hit it with a Liquidation. Camerupt should be slow enough where Azumarill should be able to outspeed it, but that's when we figure out what move they make. Yeah, I'll cut when they decide on a move. Okay, there we go. Well, there's Florges. Not the thing I was looking for, but you know what? We can still work with this. You know what? Let's just go for a basic Liquidation. There's nothing that Ivory can really do to me. Worst case scenario is that it takes me out in one hit and I switch back to the Rev Room and try to speed up here. And if that happens, we can basically work our way over to just sweeping the team. Okay, there's a Moonblast. Special attack is down, but I don't use special attack. But it looks like Azumarill is going to go down. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Aqua Jet. Just get some more chip damage. And I'm going to do something that might seem like a misplay to them. I'm going to throw in Grapple Lock. What I'm suspecting here is that they're going to probably do something like use Moonblast and go for an easy kill. Thinking I'm making a bad play here. Hopefully Sucker Punch could do enough damage. Yep. Yep, there we go. Thank you, Grapple Lock. Now, if you could just do that to the rest of the Pokemon, that'd be nice. I did bring an Ice Punch, so that does take care of 2 of their Pokemon. I don't think it really does much to the camera because Fire makes it neutral, but I do have something for the camera up, which I believe is Superpower. I don't think Fire resists fighting type moves, if memory reserves. So yeah, it could be anything. I do have Sucker Punch in case I need a quick kill. Smurgle, I am not afraid of at all. Empoleon, I'm not afraid at all. Yeah, Grapple Lock sweeps easily if I get my kills lucky. Because even if they bring out the Masquerada, either an ice move or a fighting move will take it out easily. So right now it's just, I think the best play here is either bringing out the camera, which would probably be able to tank some kind of damage, or Vivillon and hope that they can get a sleep powder off of me. Which, if they do try to get a sleep powder off of me, would switching my Pokemon be a viable option? If I do that, the problem with doing that though, I gotta watch out for a Vivillon going for Quiver Dance, and if that Vivillon gets a Quiver Dance off, that's a whole other problem. Yeah, I'll just cut to when they pick out a Pokemon. Okay, so they decide to bring out the camera. At what point do I not close combat here? Let's see here, 152, 120. I'm not 100% sure that I'm faster, but even if I am not faster, if Grapple Lock could just hang on with a few HP, close combat should do enough damage, and if it does enough damage, I could just Sucker Punch the next Pokemon. And yeah, I'll cut when they decide to make a move again. Okay, there we go. 55 points of damage! That may be bad. That's even worse. Okay! Look, Gastrodon's my only good option here because I have to go for Earth Power. Wait a minute. Can I go for Ice Beam instead? Because I sent a switch. Because if they switch to Vivillon and Ice Beam hits, that takes out the Vivillon then. This is actually the safer play. Actually, let's see here. How fast is that? 152. Yeah, you're going faster than me no matter what. So yeah, I'll cut to when they decide to make a move again. Okay, there we go. That might be bad. Okay, Earth Power didn't do that much. Okay, so here's what I could do. I could recover, which would... Yeah, let's recover first and then see what happens. There's no way that thing has Energy Ball if it decided it went for Earth Power instead. So if we hit recover, we should be able to dodge anything that thing throws at me then. But yeah, the fact that I'm faster... Oh my goodness, this is going to be the whole battle, isn't it? I'll cut when they make a move. Okay, recover. They're going to use Earth Power to do the same amount of damage, and at that point, I'm just going to just use my own Earth Power. I was expecting them to switch out, but okay. Obviously, I go faster than them, so... We take out the camera up, that leaves Empoleon, Masquerada, the Smurgle, and then the Vivillon. Keep in mind, we still have our own Z move, and they haven't shown off their Z move yet, so that does take care of the camera. Now, the big problem comes out is, if we see Masquerada, we need to switch it out to either Avalugg or Crobat. That, or I sack the Gastrodon and just throw a Toxic. Because if I go for Avalugg, I can easily set up a defense, or even hit. Yeah, I do have body press, so body press should be able to do enough damage as well. But I gotta remember that it's a special attacker, and Avalugg doesn't have a special defense. Okay, and I will cut to when they decide to pick a Pokemon. Okay, so we have Empoleon. There's some sort of joke here, and I don't know what it is, but you know what? We'll sack the Gastrodon here. And basically, Earth Power will probably just do neutral damage, but it also will bring down his special defense, which does nothing for me, knowing that my other 3 Pokemon are physical attackers, but I can't switch out to Reverum and hope that Gastrodon will live. Oh, Hidden Power! Okay. That's a thing. That's definitely a thing. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do next. Well, first things first, we're going to try to recover. There is no way you're going to let me get away with that. But I was not expecting a Hidden Power. Guessing that was probably like a Grass Hidden Power since it did some significant damage. But if it was a Grass Hidden Power, gotta remember that it is a Steel type. The thing is, it has +2/+2, so this might be where we use our Z move. I'm gonna sack the Gastrodon and go to Crobat, because there's no safe way of going into any Pokemon that I have. And then hoping that... Actually, how fast are you? You are... Yeah, Crobat should be faster. And I will cut to when they decide to make an attack. Okay, so... Yeah, we move to Crobat and we use Flying-Z. I know I could easily use it on the other 3 Pokemon, but... This is where we use Supersonic Sky Strike! Okay, so I'll cut to when they decide to make another attack. Okay, there we go. Supersonic Sky Strike, take it out! Good. Oh boy. That's a problem. That's a very big problem. Okay, 240, 279. Okay, here's our problem. I gotta hope I'm faster. Okay, good, I'm faster. Now here comes our next problem. Reverum is good when setting up. You know what? I will accept that. Shift gear. Oh no. Okay, so it has Spore, so if it's asleep for 3 turns. That's the problem. They just forced me into Avalugg. Luckily, there is a sleep clause, so I don't have to worry about Avalugg going to sleep. But the problem is now... I now have to rely on Avalugg to finish up this battle because... that is setup that I am not willing to deal with. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take my luck here. And go for a Poison Jab. Because sleep does last for 3 turns, but there is a chance to wake up early from sleep. Probably won't be like the first turn, but still. And I will cut when they make a decision. Okay, you use Haze to get rid of that. Okay. If you decide to switch out, I can shift gears to basically speed up now. I just have to hope that I wake up before they think about using Spore on me again. Oh, okay, I see. Now you have to pick a Pokemon, which means you're switching into Vivillon and then using that last turn of sleep, boost up your Vivillon stats. Okay, there's Vivillon. And this is where I'm gonna have to hope that I wake up and use Shift. Thank you! I'm not even gonna wait for that. Poison Jab! Should be faster than that thing. Okay, we have it poisoned, so I think I have a... Okay, so here comes the problem. Psychic takes me out no matter what. I have to attack. So, if it decides to go for... Well, if it decides to switch out, yeah. We'll just take that kill. And you are going to try to do what I think you're going to try to do. And if you do that, I can easily switch out my Pokemon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to Iron Head and try to go for a flinch. Wait, does Sparkle get Prankster? Oh, please tell me Sparkle does not get Prankster. Of course he would be Thash! But you know what? You flinched! You know what? Sucker punch me if you want, but... Reverum, you're about to sweep this. I'm obviously just Poison Jab here. We've taken our win. So, with that in mind, next week on the NBA, we'll be going against the Garnet City Garnivores, who has the coach of Pantros 1.